That, ladies and gentlemen, is an Article 15 reading. Article 15s are something that the military dishes out as a punishment, and I've gotten 2 of them before. I was kind of a shitbag when I first got into the Army. My first one was for disrespecting a non-commissioned officer. They had been smoking me all day. It was just one of those days. They asked me to go to my barracks room to get a 2-quart and my rucksack because they were going to smoke me some more, right? I decided I wasn't going to come back. Like, I was just going to go to my barracks room and lay down in my bed and just take a nap. And 30 minutes later, I get a call from that sergeant, that NCO. He was like, "Private Zorns, where the hell are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm in my barracks." "Okay, you're supposed to be back here. It's been 30 minutes. I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to come back." "You're what?" I said, "I'm not going to come back." He's like, "You better get back here." You can tell he's like, on the phone, and he's talking to someone, and he's like, "He said he's not going to come back." "Yeah, I don't know." And then another NCO gets on there, and he's just like, "Private Zorns, you better get the fuck back here, or we'll have you arrested by the MPs for disobeying a direct order." Okay. Like, I'll come back to the company. So when they do your Article 15s, they can take pay, they can give you 14 days of extra duty, which is like, for lack of better terms, like bitch work. Like, take your rank, or they'll take your pay, or they'll do all of them. It just depends the severity of the punishment. They have you like knock on this door, they have you walk in to this room similar to the one that you just saw in the video, and there's a conference table and like your higher ups just sitting there like your chain of command, and they read you what you've done wrong, and they serve you your Article 15, and you take your punishment, whatever it is. Well, my first one, I got 14 days of extra duty. I do my extra duty, I'm doing all the cleaning, everything around the base and stuff like that, around the barracks. And on my last day, I decided not to show up to extra duty. So this one NCO had it out for me, and he calls me up. He said, "Where are you, Private Zorns?" And I said, "I didn't come." He was just like, "Okay." The next day, they served me up another Article 15. I do the whole thing again. I knock on the door. I go into the room, into the conference room, and they read me another Article 15. This time, it was more severe, right? They took my rank, they took my pay, and then they added another 14 days. Needless to say, I learned my lesson after that, but I was a shithead when I first got into the Army, so